fit check. As I'm filming this video, I was actually watching Drama Queen before I filmed this video, so hello. So welcome to my channel. I'm not sure exactly if I'll be able to transition into what I want to do, and I wrote on my notebook the YouTubers that inspire me and made me want to record this video in the first place. So starting off with Drama Queen. I was watching her video before recording this, actually. I love her and her content. I also watch her sister, Halo Haley. I love watching them collab. It's like watching a unicorn. Okay, so another creator that I watch is Dollface. She does iceberg videos, and I love her iceberg videos. So like most of these are like drama YouTube creators, and they talk about TikTok or they do icebergs. So two people that collab that I have on this list are One Topic and The Click. They do Reddit content. They read off like Reddit stuff. I really enjoy their content, and I thought when I was younger that I was going to become a YouTuber and do that type of stuff, and I'm thinking about doing it. And the last one on my list, her name is Not Even Emily. She is so funny. I love her content. Her skits are so funny. So that was my little introduction. I'm obviously very inexperienced on YouTube. I've never done this type of stuff, and I've like only recorded like 2 vlogs, my pool one and the one at the cat cafe, which those are pretty short videos. So I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do this, because I feel like I will need to have my phone camera, or maybe I should get a different camera and record myself, but I don't really know how I would do that or transfer it onto my phone to edit. And sorry, there's a lot of pauses, and I'm kind of nervous because I don't really know how many people this is gonna get out to, or if anybody cares at all. But a lot of content creators get their living from just making videos, and the videos that I enjoy, I feel like I would enjoy making them. So yeah, that's my little introduction to me. But I feel like I should have maybe I should choose a topic for this video. I feel like I kind of want to download Reddit on my tablet and read Reddit stories, and like maybe make an r/ video like The Click and One Topic does, but I'm not too sure. So comments would be appreciated, likes and subscribes, please. Hit that bell. So yeah, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Okay, I don't know how or if I'll actually end up pursuing this as a career, because, you know, YouTube is, well, alright, I've re-recorded this like 3-4 different times right now, because I'm reading in the A-hole stories, and I'm just reading like through them, and I'll be like talking, and then I'll get sidetracked and start talking about whatever I want to talk about. Also, obviously my editing's, I need to learn how to speak before I come on YouTube, actually. My editing's not going to be the best, obviously. So bear with me. Also, ignore my long pauses. I'm sure I'll get better in the future if I do decide to pursue this as a career. So I'm looking through these stories. Okay, am I the a-hole for lying to my mom about being upset? Let me give you some backstory. My grandmother has a history of being very critical, even towards my mom and me. But she doesn't always realize how her words sometimes hurt people. This tends to be a topic in conversation between my mom and I. So I was in the pool with my mom and her friend. My mom had gotten into the subject about my grandmother, and I decided to to share a time where she was critical towards me because it was relevant to the conversation. Then my mom's friend made a comment towards me. We're the only ones that are allowed to talk S about her. But I wasn't talking. I only shared an experience that I had that was related to the conversation. This comment was really uncalled for, in my opinion. It felt like my feelings were being invalidated because I apparently can't share them. After she made the comment, I got upset. Silently, though. And I just isolated myself in a pool for a while. Mom came over after a little while and asked if I was okay. I said yes, even though I was still mad. She asked me if I was specifically upset about the comment. I said no. Later that night, my mom asked again. I told her everything about how I was upset and how my feelings were invalidated and everything. Despite the comment being rude, I feel like I might be the a-hole since I lied to my mom and gave everyone the silent treatment after the comment was made. Was I overreacting? So, you're not the a-hole. The friend's the a-hole. But you were overreacting to give everyone the silent treatment, in my opinion. I feel like you could have just communicated. I feel like a lot of things can be solved with communication. That's what we say in relationships, friendships, all types of relationships. You can just fix it with communication. Would I be the a-hole if I'm upset for my family using my stuff? Hello. I 36F don't write much of these, so I kind of suck at making well-written content. I will be doing my best though. Anyways, I buy things that I want to have for myself. Example, body scrubs, different gluten-free foods, drinks, random snacks. Excuse me, I'm about to sneeze. For some reason, when I go to work, the family uses them. Husband 39M and kids 11 female and 8M. I went to work tonight and came home to the water in being in my salt scrub. I don't leave water in my scrubs. It breaks down and I don't like that. Not diagnosed, but I do believe I am OCD and ADHD. I know I'm ADHD, but that's besides the point. Lol. I have gotten mad at my husband a few times for eating my stuff, which specifically for me, he gets upset for me being upset. It's in the house and it should be for the family. But would I be the a-hole for getting mad at this? It bothers me so much to the point that the money for myself just gets used or eaten by the rest of the family. Yes, there's plenty for them to eat that isn't mine. Plenty to use in the showers that isn't mine. I just don't get it. So, there's a lot of other things in here. Sorry, I got distracted because there was a bunch of comments. So, not the a-hole. The stuff is yours, and the family should not be using your stuff that you paid with your own money. They can have the stuff that's specifically for them. There's a difference between having their stuff and your stuff, and them, they're disrespecting your boundaries, my honey. I'm sorry. So, alright, I've got a juicy one. 17 hours ago, am I the a-hole for suddenly not agreeing to bond with my step family? Immediately, you're not the a-hole. Also, I read a little bit and I saw that she was 21F, and I think, in my personal opinion, if you have a step family, I don't know what the exact situation is, but you don't want to bond with them, that's perfectly fine. You're an adult. You're allowed to have your own life. You know? So I, 21F, have a complicated family. To condense it, I wasn't a fair child. So my stepdad's family has always treated me like the kind of outsider. When I was younger, I tried really hard to bridge the gap, trying to include myself in their events at family gatherings, calling or writing them. But after a few years of being quietly shunned, I dropped it. Things like giving me essentially worthless gifts compared to their real grandchild, niece, whatever, or even at one point being referred to as a B-word child by my stepfather's dad in a letter. Ooh, worthless in the sense that I was usually a self-published book of a genre I had expressed dislike for, or clothes that were in styles I also expressed a distaste for, compared to my sister's 25F. Very thoughtful gifts were always specific to her interests. My biological father passed away a few years ago, and while I've handled that, the way I see it is that my own real family is gone, and now that's okay. But suddenly, my stepdad's family are all bombarding me with affection and treating me like I'm super close family and important to them, etc. Though they still do what they've always done by giving me gifts that have no relation to me or what I like, whatever. Always treating me like an awkward stranger. My family, especially my sister, keep insisting that I'm just being an a-hole for continuing to maintain the distance when they are trying to bridge the gap. But hardly any of their actions have changed at all, only their words. I am not interested in becoming part of their family after being treated like an outsider for so long. And my mother is the only one who doesn't think I'm the a-hole in this, because she was treated the same way too. This has all they spelled cumulated wrong into a lot of arguments. Partially one I'm currently having with my stepfather, because he can't see why I continue to refuse their affection. Too long didn't read. My stepfamily have treated me like an outsider for being an affair child my whole childhood. But now I'm an adult and my biological father is dead and they suddenly want to treat me like family, but I won't budge. Am I the a-hole? You're not the a-hole. They're the a-holes. That was just hard to read. I'm sorry. I feel bad for this person. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'm not sure if I'll do more like this or not. So bye.